Hello and welcome. So I've been getting lots of questions on how to build into like highways and gates, and I just want to show you guys real quickly how I do this. I like to build and mix match factions. That's a design choice. I can't stand sticking with one faction. You don't have to. You can do it any way you want. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So basically, in the map view, you buy a plot just like you would normally. I'm not really going to build this thing, so I'll just build it anywhere. So let's say I want to create something over this highway, right? I get as close as I possibly can.
Requesting permission to dock.
Just like this. And I think that's probably about right. So you buy your license. Boom. And then, nope, not that one. Then you can change the dimensions of this thing afterwards, and you can kind of have it overlap, right? And once you do that, you can now build something right down the highway. I'm going to give it some direction in the y-axis. Let me turn this around. That looks pretty good for what I'm going to show you guys. Maybe I'll go a little bit higher so I have a little bit more room. Boom, boom. So look, that's it. So you can build right here. Now when you first build this, you'll be able to see the highway. But for some reason, this will disappear right later on when you go in here again. So what I recommend is really get this part right the first time. Like if you want to dock right in the middle, make sure you nail that perfectly where you want it. And that looks pretty good. And really, I got a short dock here. I'll put that right there. And you can kind of build anywhere. You can actually build. And also, this right here, this little gear, I recommend turning this on and allow module overlap. And I also have the environment on. You can turn this on and off. So what I don't want to do is I personally don't like building onto the highway. So I'll just build over it, right? Just like that. I'll copy this module. And, I don't know what I'm going to build here. Maybe I'll just build storage. Let's go with solid storage. And what's kind of cool is you can kind of create a tunnel over your highway if you wanted to. Let me get that right. And I'm just going to copy this, build it over. These wall structures, man, will kind of look like a tunnel as you travel through them. If you wanted to, you can even do this and close it up. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to do this. Maybe you have a better design in mind. But just to illustrate what that would look like, you can do something like this. And because I have overlap on, I can actually just build into this if I wanted to. So you probably have to turn snapping off. And I think you do that by pressing Control and moving your gizmo around. Now snapping is off. And that way I can get really exact builds of what I want. Now I'm just using storage modules. Of course, you'd probably use a bunch of various other modules, but really that's just how you would do that. And that's pretty much it. That's how you can build anywhere, right? So I'm not saving this. I'm gonna confirm it, but I'm not saving this game. So same thing here. Let's say I want to build. I do not recommend building a defensive station here. It will make your game so boring. But if you want that, you can do it. And the way you would do that is same thing, right? I go here. Make sure I'm in map view. Oh, that's why. Wondering why everything was off. So you can create your plot, right here into the gateway. And then I would kind of line it up as much as possible. Just like that. And maybe make it a little bit wider. And this is probably the Z-axis. You know, this is kind of a side note, but I bet these guys use a lot of Maya because Maya Y is up and down. And that's what confuses me. But let's see, I want to make this thing a little bit taller. Just like that. Make this a little bit wider. Well, which one was wide? X. Yeah, see, Y is up and down and Z is forward and backwards. Got it. I'm going to buy a license, go to continue, and now look, I can build right into my gateway. How cool is that, right? Now, if you look at this thing, it looks funny. You see these textures? That's because the UVs are not unwrapped. Which makes sense. You know, you don't want to unwrap UVs on geometry. You're not really using that much. So when you see that, don't even worry about it. Don't even stress about that. But what you can do is you can build into this thing. I like to put one of these here just because it's big and it goes around all that geometry. And again, this gear icon, allow module overlap. This will allow you to overlap into existing geometry or even your own geometry. And you can create something like this. If you wanted like defense platforms, you could put those here, you know, do whatever you want, really. And because I have this duplicated, or because I have this made from here, I can duplicate it, the whole sequence, if I wanted to. Copy sequence. Move it down. Move it like this. And really get this into place to where I want it. And this does not have to be a defensive station. This can be whatever you want it to be. It can be like a mining outpost or whatever. Typically, people will build defensive stations into these things. Like a big cage, you know. That's not something I'm really into, but I'm just going to warn you guys. If you do this, you'll make your game super, super boring. But sometimes there's that one gateway that's just interfering with everything and you just want to secure it. I get that. I don't know if you saw how I did that. Let me repeat that real quick. What I did was I duplicated this, copied the sequence, and I snapped it, right? So now I know it's exactly lined up with this. And then I just grabbed it by the blue axis, which I believe this is the x-axis. I just move it that way. So it's lined up perfectly. You just have to line up the top. And don't let this texture get to you. Again, these UVs are not unwrapped, so it kind of looks goofy. But it won't look goofy when you're finished. It will look the way it's supposed to look. So I'll copy the sequence to this. Boom. Then I'll grab this piece right here and do the exact same thing. I mean, this is super overkill. These defensive stations are super, like you don't need this many at all. You need 5, 6, anything over 4 is honestly overkill, especially if you're using the argon discs and the plasmas and the flax. But you know, everyone plays this game differently. Some people don't really care about this stuff. They just want to have like an economy simulator and not deal with Xenon. And if that's the case, you just need 5 or 6 of these discs. But maybe some people don't care about any of that and just want to build something really cool to look at. Then you can go crazy. You can put as many discs as you want. But really, that's how you do it. And you can do this at any gate, pretty much everywhere. You could probably do it to an adjacent, already existing station. I've never tried that. We'll try it real quick. We got a station right here. I'm not sure why you would want to do this, but you know, again, this is a sandbox game, so your reasoning, whatever it is, it's valid because it's your game. That's the way I look at it anyways. And not everyone shares my views. I get that. That's okay. You don't have to share my views. I just want to show you how to do this. So we're going to go on the X. Yeah, looks like I can do it here too. So I could build around a station if I wanted to. You know, just because I can't think of a reason of why you would want to do this doesn't mean that you don't have like something creative in mind, right? You could have some really great idea on how to build around an existing station. And what's cool is you can see what you're building around. How sweet is that? You can build a miniature. Now you can't snap to this obviously, but because I have this option on, allow module overlap, I could build into that station. And it looks like it's all big, one big station, when really it's not. It's actually two different stations. But it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool trick. You know, I'm gonna put one of these on here. I'm just grabbing random stuff, guys. I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. Probably don't want to build that there. That's probably not gonna work. But maybe like a scrapyard thing. Look at that. Yeah, see, this might break the dock. It might interfere with the dock if you're in sector. So clearly, I would keep stuff like that in mind. Maybe make sure it doesn't break the dock. Even that might break the dock a little bit. You know, and you don't even have to do that. You could like just build anywhere. I'm just holding control and clicking and moving this thing around. If I let go of control, it'll snap right back into place. But really, that's how you can build anything pretty much anywhere in X4 Foundation. So have fun, make something cool. I don't really put a lot of thought into this stuff. The only reason why this is there is because I had it over here initially, right? To, where was it? Nope, over here. I had it like way back here and I was trying to filter out a bunch of xenon, but it worked too good. All the xenon would gravitate it toward it anyways. So I tried moving it back over here, same thing. So finally I just moved it over here. I'm not trying to kill all the xenon, but I don't want this place to be so infested that every time I come back to it, it's a huge mess, if that makes sense. And also it's a nice little scrap operation that kind of helped me out in the beginning when I needed holes in Claytronics. And it's still kind of useful now. I mean, it doesn't make a crap load, but it's there. So yeah, there you go. There's my little guide. Have fun. Make it your own. Make your own creations. You know, you can do some awesome things with this. So good luck and thanks for watching. Okay, bye-bye.